That there should be no black professional woman? Are you trying to deny black women the right to be creative, the right to function?
No, but our black women who has been put in this role of aiding white America, white structure, and castrating the black male.
In fact, the black woman has been a woman at the head of a household, not by choice, but by necessity.
My old man tolerated because his old man tolerated. It came up for years and years and years. But today, the young black man is not going to take it.
We still arguing about this since 1968.
Never too much, never too much, never too.
What's good? This your boy Murph Almighty checking in real quick. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. I want to talk to y'all about this video I was watching the other day. I was watching this old footage that felt like somebody took a TikTok gender war live and put it in a time machine and sent it back to 1968. It's like we still arguing about the same relationship nonsense after 57 years. Whole generations that came and went, fashion changed, music changed, phones got smarter, people got dumber, but this conversation, same script, no edits. Fam, we basically in an endless loop of black man versus black woman. Let's talk about it. Let's check this out.
As a reporter for the Chicago Daily Defender, and as a black woman married to a black man, I've become deeply aware of the effects of this new black revolution on the relationship between black man and black woman. I see it among my own friends, and I also see it in my home. But the most revealing and the most vocal statements about what the new black man expects from the new black woman came when I met with a group of young unmarried friends one Saturday afternoon.
I think that what's happening in America as far as black men, black women is concerned is that there's a revolution within a revolution. We are fighting our own woman. Our woman will not allow us to emerge as black men.
Ain't no damn way this man said this in 1968 like he reading tweets from 2025, man. Bro really said we fighting our own women. Like he was watching a live gender war stream on TikTok. This is crazy, man. We still talking about this. 57 years later, we moved from black and white footage to 4K cameras. The same beef is still sizzling.
No, but our black women who has been put in this role of aiding white America, white structure, and castrating the black male has continued doing this. She cannot live with us. It's not that we can't live with her.
Are you blaming us? Are you saying that it's our fault that this happened?
No, I'm not blaming black America women. I just said that I'm blaming the system. They are victims of the system like the black male.
Well, why do you say that we are castrating you?
Here they go. Blaming each other over system-made wounds. Does that sound familiar? This ain't a conversation. It's deja vu with afros on the top of their head. The wildest part is every time we get close to talking about the real enemy, we start pointing fingers at each other. Bro, the system is set to trap y'all and keep y'all arguing over who sprung it.
You say that you want to be the leaders. Okay, well, what about the black professional woman? Are you saying that there should be no black professional woman? Are you trying to deny black women the right to be creative, the right to function?
The same exact clapback from 2025. Sisters been saying, you want us barefoot and quiet in the kitchen since civil rights. Dudes still acting like these dudes acting like women having ambition is a threat to their household. It's a threat to the throne. Bro, if your relationship collapses because she got a degree, the problem wasn't her. It was the throne you thought you had.
We're not asking for you to take a back seat. We're saying that you have got to be astute enough and can view the situation well enough where you just automatically know what your role is and step back.
Please pause. Bro, really? Automatically know your role? Automatically? Like relationships come with a user manual and a warranty on it? This is a square peg and put into the round hole moment right here. We keep trying to force these 1960s preset roles into a 2025 world with DoorDash, AI, rent looking like mortgage payments. This is an era where the man and the woman are on equal footing when it comes to work, right? So we can't use that anymore. That's my opinion.
And whenever you want to have that aggressive thing, this is the thing that the young black man today is not going to tolerate. My old man tolerated because his old man tolerated. It came up for years and years and years. But today, the young black man is not going to take it. He's going to be out there as a leader.
White America has used black women to keep the black male in his place.
This is where the truth peeks out, because the divide ain't even natural. It was engineered. And instead of tearing down the mechanism, we started tearing down each other. Fast forward 2025, everybody talking about healing, but nobody wants to admit the wound is still open.
And you're still aiding them by saying, well, we are qualified, we want to work, we can help.
Okay, how are you going to reprogram men so that they don't let us take over what's supposed to be their responsibility? And men that I have had dealings with, they are perfectly willing to sit back and let us do anything we want to.
I don't think that you have to reprogram men. I think you have to reprogram women.
No, you have.
See? You see? This right here is modern gender war in one sentence. One side talking about fix her, the other side talking about fix him. And nobody's asking, how do we build us, right? Everybody want to fight. Nobody want to heal. This is where 57 years of progress got stuck in traffic.
To reprogram the man so that he will forcefully take what belongs to him, because you know women, as long as we can get, we're gonna get, and it's part of our being. We're going to do anything to you that you let us, whether we want to or not.
You don't want to live on the level of income that I can afford you and love me on the basis of that. You want to always be aspiring to have all those things that's a part of the great middle class white American society, and because I can't deliver these things to you, you say that you are not a man.
This line hit different because he's saying this in 1968 when rent was $96 and gas was 35 cents. Bro felt financially inadequate in an era when a single income could feed a whole family. Imagine him looking at 2025 prices. I saw an old commercial the other day that said $3,000 could buy you a Volkswagen, a washer and dryer, two TVs, a couch, a kitchen dinette set. It was ridiculous. And we're not too far from the pay they were getting paid.
Mr. Jones and Mr. Krempler were neighbors. They each had $3,000. With his money, Mr. Jones bought himself a $3,000 car. With his money, Mr. Krempler bought himself a new refrigerator, a new range, a new washer, a new dryer, a record player, 2 new television sets, and a brand new Volkswagen. Now Mr. Jones is faced with that age-old problem, keeping up with the Kremplers.
I'm just saying, if y'all couldn't do it then, it's really gonna be damn near impossible now. I ain't gonna get into the stats right now, but just trust me on that. Don't make me pull them stats up.
I don't measure a man by how much money he can bring home. I measure a man by how he treats me. Whether when I'm tired and I'm sick and I'm scared, he's there.
This is the tenderness part women swear by, right? And yet in 2025, love language talk, even though that was invented by a white guy, love language talk be cute until the bills show up. We say we want kindness first, but life makes everybody pick between romance and survival. We don't date based on values anymore. We date based on vibes, trauma, and whoever looks less stressful.
For these women, the men are there. But with the feeling of racial pride has come new conflicts and new problems. Across America, they meet to discuss what Black awareness means to their families and to them as Black women of today.
You know, there have been a lot of myths created about the Black family. We all recognize that. And one of the most pernicious myths is the myth of the Black matriarch.
He was not like
the Black woman has not been a matriarch in the sense that it has been defined thus far. And thank God research, and I hope Black research is being done now to reverse that kind of thing.
Ooh-wee, the myth of the Black matriarch. Wow, this is the part nobody talks about. Black women didn't become leaders of the household out of ego.
In fact, the Black woman has been a woman at the head of a household, not by choice, but by necessity.
It was pure survival. They didn't choose this burden. They didn't want this burden. They don't want to keep it. Today, to this day, they still arguing about the roles that were never natural in the first place. It seems like we put this on them. Our whole dynamic has been reactive since slavery smacked the family structure dead in the mouth. We want to be like the Western white family now, and I think it's throwing us off.
And more often, that's right, and more often than not, she is not a strong, matriarchal, aggressive, domineering figure. She is a woman in search of a man. But this story has not been told.
The prejudiced society created what we have now. So that's what we were. Okay, we have a revolution going on. Well, what part of the revolution?
We're in an evolution. I think the revolution is yet to come.
Yeah, it's to come. Well, this thing
we keep tossing the word revolution around lightly.
It's extremely important for black history and culture to be transmitted from generation to generation. And the best way, the most effective way that this has always been done is through the family, acting as the primary unit of social organization. And I think one reason why it has not been done with black people is because of the destruction done to our family life. So this certainly has to be one function of the black marriage, to begin to reemphasize and to pick up the thread of Afro-American history and culture that has been left off generations ago when Africans were sold into slavery, when the family unit was purposely destroyed.
This entire section hits like a documentary. The identity piece still ain't fixed. We got kids knowing TikTok dances before they know their history. They don't even know their great-grandparents. We got couples trying to build families with no blueprint, no village, no stability. And we wonder why relationships feel like Jenga with missing pieces on.
Most middle-class homes, quote middle-class homes, like I don't even get caught up in that bag, you go into will have some copy of anybody, any white artist, I don't even have to name anybody, instead of the works of black artists. I think it starts, especially that identity part, the books, the kinds of books. All of these things start in the home rather than complaining about them being in the schools at this point.
Unless we're absolutely certain of how that teacher is handling them, then we may have to assume that whole responsibility. We may have to pull them out of school ourselves, and do all the educating ourselves.
Say, for instance, when they say to my child to draw, last year Rhonda painted Abraham Lincoln brown and she was put in the corner, We had to go up to the school and deal with that. They must be respectable to their peers in school. And what we do, we handle that. We don't say, you jump up, you curse that teacher out, or you say it doesn't exist. But they see us at that school knocking on the door. You have to be in there. Either we're going to control, their minds here, or at least give them the choice.
See, we still here. Culture being erased in schools, kids confused about who they are, parents trying to repair identity. In between work shifts, nothing has changed. Just more distractions added. The family is still the first classroom. I don't care what you say. Problem is most families are running on fumes, man. They don't got no time to be dealing with their kids. They at work. They're trying to pay them bills. Okay?
A lot of this is new to us, and a lot of these things we're grappling with, and we don't want to give anybody the impression that we have the answer to everything.
Not only that, though, let me cut you off again. People go around talking about hate. We really don't have time to hate because, it goofs up the bag. We're loving ourselves. Mm-hmm. This might bring around a lot of other different things.
To be black means to love. It's got nothing to do with having to hate anybody.
It does determine, though, Francis, and has nothing to do with hate again. It's love. That we might have to do certain things to protect that love.
It may bring us into conflict with somebody.
Necessary to protect that love.
Finally, I asked Francis about the standards of today's black man as compared with those of 20 years ago.
Standards which white society had projected. I think these standards were that he had to become successful according to the white mode. He had to get a good job, he had to buy a good car, he had to move to the suburbs, he had to rear a good family that went to church every Sunday, that did everything that the typical good American family was supposed to do. And I don't think the black man necessarily is addicted to that notion. I think he sees the falsity of it. I think he sees the total hypocrisy of it. I think he wants to rear a tightly knit family, but not for the purposes that white society says. He doesn't want to rear a family for any sham purposes, just to fulfill some false ethic.
I just said this. This right here, bars. He basically says the old success formula was a trap. And in 2025, we're still chasing that formula while pretending we're enlightened. We're trying to build love off outdated expectations. You can't fit a big soul in a small system. The blueprint, I feel like it's expiring unless something drastic changes.
But he wants to rear a good family in order to have his children strong, reared in his own image perhaps, and to transmit, most importantly, to transmit the values which he is learning to his children, and to try to ensure as best he can that his children will transmit those same values to their children, and have the same transmission repeated from generation to generation.
So let's land this plane with actual solutions, because clearly 57 years of yelling at each other ain't one of them, and it ain't doing the job. So let me just throw some things at the wall. Let's try step 1. Be honest about what you actually want. Stop acting like you want this and that, and then when you get it, you don't want it. It's confusing. Not the social media version of you, not the I'm healed performance. Most people don't even know their own needs. Ask yourself, what do you actually want? Not what sounds cute, not what they said. What do you want? Step 2, stop dating with spite. Half of y'all dating with emotional beef. You treating your new partner like the old villain. You can't build love when you're still building defense, right? Step 3, drop the gender war persona bullshit. Put the characters down. You ain't an alpha wolf queen warrior princess of accountability. You are a human being. Act like one. Brother, you are not a super fly, do what you want because I'm a man person. You want a woman, you need a woman, get a woman. Okay? 4, negotiate your relationship. Don't copy tradition. Let's negotiate this. The old playbook seems to be done. Today's relationships gotta be custom. Your rules, your roles, your architecture. Unless you have a strong religious base that both of you follow, which most of us don't. Never mind, I'm not even gonna get into that. Let's just keep it moving. Step 5, accept that life is harder now, so love takes more work. Inflation, trauma, loneliness, social media. Everything is louder, but I don't think love is dying. Shit, I love the love I'm in. It's just taking more intentionally than ever. You gotta be intentional, right? And I'm gonna leave you with this. We ain't hopeless, we ain't broken, we just stubborn. Still arguing over old wounds with new microphones. But if we slow down, drop the performance, and actually build with relationships and stop competing and start relating and actually build the relationship we want, not just the one we inherited, then maybe, just maybe, we'll fix what 1968 tried to warn us about. Love is not impossible. We just gotta stop remixing the same trauma and calling it a relationship. Does that make sense? Are y'all in relationships? Are y'all working on relationships? Have y'all given up on relationships? Let me know, man. If you like the vibe, go and subscribe, because it don't cost nothing for you to hit that button, man. Rock with your boy Murph Almighty, man. This is Never Too Much Podcast, Black Light TV. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Comment, share. This is how I get my video out. This is how I know I'm doing good. Let me know what's going on, man. Till next time, y'all. Peace.
Turn it on. Turn it on. Listen up. Welcome to the show. It's Black Light TV. Current vibes, all the news that you need. In this world changing, keep your soul light. Stay with us, we'll get you through the night. Turn it on. Turn it on.